A lot of people that I knew who had money was doing unethical practices to get to where they are at now. For a while, I like to say that I was like a product of the product that was pushed in my environment, right? But I always wanted better, so I always tried to learn how to do better. And one thing that I like to think I always told us that we needed to be doing better.
Only thing that I adore is walking in the bank and walking out with 20K or more. I get bored, I might book a flight, then go to Bora Bora. 100K from PNC, that's only off one LLC. Your mind a bust wide open if I showed you how to knock three. Do that, you don't wanna do the work.
Welcome to another edition of Convos with Bishop. My name is Bishop. As I always say, it's a great day to have a great day. Appreciate everybody for the viewership, the likes, the comments, the shares. We are moving, and today, man, we got the king of funding, man.
Yes, sir.
The guy, you know what I'm saying? What you say? You say your funder's favorite funder.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. Amob is in the building, man. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. No complaints. How you feeling?
Bro, I'm good, man. I'm chilling. I'm good. So I have one question I always ask somebody. From a scale to 1 to 10, you cannot use 7. How you feeling right now?
Shit, man, I'm always like a 12. We break the scale. Like I woke up, I got opportunity. Why would I feel less than amazing? Why would I feel less than the best? We here, right?
Yeah, definitely. So where does that actually come from? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to having that positive mindset.
Understanding that some motherfuckers ain't wake up today. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I understood that when I woke up, I was already doing better than most because some people didn't wake up today. Mm-hmm. And then when I jumped out of bed, my legs worked, my fingers is good.
Yeah.
I can move around how I want. What
God
we
is
complaining
great.
for?
God is great.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? So last night when we were together, man, we were doing content, we were doing the mini interviews. Mm-hmm. You were actually with a couple people and you were doing content for yourself as far as like getting people the game when it comes to this credit and also this business funding, right?
Yes, sir.
And the one thing that I really, really like about you, man, that I've been studying about you is that you always pay it forward.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying? Like you always pay it forward. You always give game to people. And one thing I actually realized too is that a lot of people don't really understand this game to begin with, right? You had like the simple question, what was it? Is the 6 data points when it comes
that
to
make
credit
up
score.
a credit profile.
Yeah, and everybody was stuck on stupid.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so we was talking in the car afterwards, and the conversation was, it's wild how on the internet everybody know every fucking thing, but in real life,
Stuck on stupid.
don't know nothing. Like I'm sitting here flabbergasted because I'm like, yo, like, and my perception, and because perception is reality, what I see on the internet, y'all say y'all know everything. Now we outside and we in your face, and yo, listen, $100 if you can answer this in 30 seconds. You're not even making $100 in 6 hours of work at most jobs. So I'm trying to help you get ahead, and you don't know about credit.
Yeah.
To me, that's scary.
Yeah, most people was even taking that deal to begin with because they just ignorance is bliss.
I mean, what I realized was a lot of people scared to look goofy. A lot of people scared to show that they don't know. And the truth of the matter is, everybody who took the opportunity yesterday got something for free that was worth more than that $100, opposed to the people who stopped and actually tried to get it right.
Yeah.
Right? It was people who just kept walking past. And it's like, yo, y'all acting like we out here trying to buy coochie or we soliciting or something. Like, I'm trying to pay you to show me where your mind is at. And if you don't get it right, and if your credit is shot, I'm going to give you credit repair for 50% off.
Yeah, facts.
Niggas smoke this shit.
Yeah, no. And then just the way that you always trying to give people the game, you know, I have actually a word of the episode for you, which is relentlessness. That's something that like I really, really pair you up with that word. So let's talk about the beginnings, man. You know what I'm saying? Like just a little bit of note about you before, like, you know, the credit game and also the credit business. You know, the floor is yours.
For me, it was around where I'm from, it was typical. It was ideal, but for most, it was different growing up. I wasn't around business owners. I didn't always know about credit. I didn't always think of, you know, what life would be like being on this side, being 100% legitimized. A lot of people that I knew who had money was doing unethical practices to get to where they are at now. And for a while, I like to say that I was like a product of the product that was pushed in my environment, right? But I always wanted better, so I always tried to learn how to do better. And one thing that I like to think, and my friends and my brothers will attest, I like to think I always told us that we needed to be doing better. And it might be one of my brothers who might see this podcast and be like, boy, you lying, you bullshitting. So if that's the case, they're going to call me on it. But for as far back as I can remember, I'm like, yo, bro, it's more to this shit than what we doing. So let's figure out how to get out of this current circumstance. And, couple unforeseen circumstances happen inside of life that we ain't gonna open up. But everything that I went through and all the pain that I endured, it pushed me into my purpose.
Mm-hmm. And then when I was actually listening, and also with the past podcast you had, and I can actually maybe even like relate to you, is that like the form of and then the pain of like addiction, right? Like you've had that before, correct? Yeah. My addiction was a couple other things, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it was women, sometimes even food as well too. But like with being addicted to lean and also like, Xanax and all that stuff, what exactly did you actually do to be able to get through that? Because that's very, very, powerful.
For me, it wasn't nothing that I did. Like, God allowed me to go through certain situations to take my mind off of what I was actually going through, so I wasn't thinking about chasing a high. I was thinking about not feeling the actual physical pain that I was going through after I got my hand reconstructed. So,
which hand?
So my right hand. Okay. So I ended up lacerating a tendon in my thumb in 3 places. So basically, like, that's what the doctor says. So I was like, yo, what do that mean? And he was like, so basically, without cutting your thumb off, you cut your thumb off. My thumb was stuck like this, and I couldn't move it.
Wow.
So they had to go in, pull my tendon up, and connect it. They had to reconnect my small tendon together because it was cut in 3 places. So while I was in the hospital on an IV, one thing that people don't realize is when you go through addiction, you typically dehydrated. So when I was steady getting fluids pushed through me, I wasn't fighting or feeling withdrawals because they were keeping me sustained to prep me for surgery. After that, I wasn't thinking about, going outside and being anxious. I got my hand wrapped up. I'm trying to not bump this motherfucker on a dresser or the counter or something. So I was able to go through something that helped me to fight the battle that I was going through.
And do you think that with you going through that definitely prepared you for entrepreneurship?
No, that's not what prepared me for entrepreneurship. Okay. What prepared me for entrepreneurship was understanding that I wasn't gonna keep letting somebody tell me that I couldn't go and spend time with my friends, spend time with my family.
Talk about it.
Make the type of money that I want to make and do what I want to do. Wow, they not at work. Like, yo, I got videos in my phone. I swear to God, I can't make this up. I was one of the few people who worked Monday through Saturday at my job. And I have a video where on a Saturday shift, I used to run the front desk inside of the hospital, inside of my department. So I would have to not only just take calls, I would have to fill orders too. My boss had called me, and my boss is at a party, and she's drunk. And she's like, yo, I'm just having so much fun. I need you to fix this. And then she started venting to me like, yo, when you first got hired, you were so happy and so amazed and so enthused. And now I feel like I can't depend on you to be my go-to guy. And she telling me all this shit about how I need to stop trying to spend time with my friends and family while she's spending time with her fucking friends and family.
The audacity.
So it was one of them situations where I was like, yeah, y'all got me fucked up. And it was right after I came back to work. I missed 90 days of work because of a medical condition, because of my hand.
Yeah.
So like now y'all on this bitch being funny and you outside kicking it and you telling me that I shouldn't be thinking about doing that?
Plain in your face.
I got something for y'all. And that really, like, that was the last straw.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think the last straw with me is that like I did not want to have somebody have their like lives or their hands on my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I had, jobs as far as like, working in college, also working at Story as well too, security and all that stuff, 6'11", you know what I'm saying? So I got to use my height somehow.
You was security?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely.
What you was securing?
Say what?
What you was securing?
VIP clients. Okay. Yeah, VIP clients, freaking rich people. I did bodyguard work for about almost 10 years as well too. Okay. But like,
you don't come off as security. The niggas that be security be like overly aggressive. And
I'm a real chill dude. Honestly, yeah. I think reform has actually got me good. I ain't no street person. I ain't no street nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like I can, if I have to get active, I can definitely get active. But I'm definitely cool and calm and collected. But after that, man, when I definitely got into that space of just like learning about like, you know what, the 9 to 5 is not for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like working for somebody is not for me. I got to find my way. So with you, with that being said, like what was your first, like, was it actually the credit, or like, did you get into other things?
No, so I started off in real estate.
Okay.
I started off playing the game that they say is the fastest way to build wealth. But if you don't know the difference between rich and wealth, rich is kind of quick. Wealth is a longevity game. So it was like trying to wholesale properties, you know, let's say it took 2 months to get a deal because we invested the money in the wrong places.
Yeah.
When you break down that $15,000 to $20,000 check divided by 2 to 3 people, and then you break down the time and the effort that it took to get some of these deals, you realize you're not a business owner, you just working a high-paying job. Now it was certain deals that we did that was 6 figures plus, where those made sense. It was like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, let's go celebrate, let's go. But trying to scale a business without having access to capital and while dealing with real life shit, having to pay bills, kids, and things of that sort, it's not easy. So the goal was to leverage my credit to start purchasing properties, but I didn't know where to get started. And then I seen all these people talking about using other people's money to grow their businesses.
OPM, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, where the fuck y'all getting this from? Who can I go ask for $50,000 right now? That's going either have it on hand, or if they got it, that's willing to give it to me.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to the bank, got denied, fixed my credit, went back to that bank, and I got approved for $40,000.
So what do you think is actually, so one of the things is this, right? When it comes to like OPM, obviously like that's what like the elite does when it comes like, you know, like building wealth and all that. But I feel like sometimes like for our people, like we're scared of credit. You know what I'm saying? Like why do you think is that? Like,
Okay, so the first thing is, when you think about it, they make it simple for us to not have to utilize credit. What do you mean? The first thing that gets you comfortable with credit is by understanding banking. If most of my checks are being based off of the option of getting a paper check, and then it's a liquor store or corner store inside of my neighborhood that sells all of my vices and addictions potentially, and I can go in there and I can cash this check, and they give me the cash, and everything that I need that fills my needs is inside of this store. Before I even walk out of that store, I done probably spent a good majority. I done bought some liquor. I done did something, right?
Yeah.
So then when you start to hear all the failed stories of people trying to use their credit and going bankrupt, it pushes you away. Like, one thing is, I hear a lot of people say, like, when motorcycles get bought up, because I ride bikes, like, yo, I don't want to wreck. When you hear so many bad stories of something, you start to associate the negative with the topic. So when you always hear people defaulting on credit, going bankrupt, going in debt, and it's just negativity around you, that's what their perception becomes, instead of thinking about Tesla, Disney, and these places that built enterprises off of leveraging credit.
Yeah. Can I be honest with you? So for me, man, like I'm actually in this process right now getting my credit back up, right? I've always been a person where like I've always wanted to help people. You know what I'm saying? Like over my last years being on this earth for like 38 years.
Damn, you 38, you
yes,
old
sir.
as fuck.
Yeah, a little bit. That's great. How old are you?
28.
No, you're not.
Yeah, 28.
28? Damn, you young as hell.
Hey, shit, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
But when it comes to like with the whole credit situation for me, you know, I think I'm in a space where we're like, I'm trying to basically build my credit for myself and nobody else. So how can somebody like me, you know, to use my personal experience, to be able to get over those like, you know, those traumas, man, you know, when it comes to that?
So the first thing, like, I see you got a Richard Mille on. I see you got the bust down Cuban.
Fortune Foster. It's not Richard.
Okay, my bad.
Nah, not yet.
All right. So I see you got the watch and the Cuban, but you don't have credit, right? To me, that's like, and grain of salt. Like, when I talk, it's a grain of salt. Like, that's a dickhead move. Like, I got access to all this capital, and instead of leveraging it, I spent it on a complete liability. Adrian, why do you say jury is a liability in this day and age when everybody has jury? Because for the people who don't understand that, a good majority of the world doesn't have real jewelry in there faking a look, you gonna get some real shit to try to keep up with the trends to push your business. And it's niggas outside that's willing to take that because they never seen food like this before, right? Yeah. So I'm a person who made the same mistake. I started getting this credit and I started scaling my business, and instead of investing into myself, I went and spent $25,000 on a watch. I went and spent 12 on a Cuban. I'm in a process. I have a pendant that's $42,000. I paid my pendant 80% of the way off, and then one day I woke up and was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
That's where I'm at right now.
What the fuck are you doing? Like, my pendant is still sitting in a spot. I could have been one and picked it up. Yeah. And some niggas probably like, yo, it's sitting there because he ain't got it. No, bro, because that's a dickhead move. Yeah. Why not pour this money into marketing to create enough capital to turn into cash flow to where I can put this shit on autopilot and then use the profit to go and pick my chain up? Why am I working hard for all of this money and spending it on shit that does nothing for me? So the first trauma that you have to get over is yourself. You your biggest demise. You got a fucking Cuban on and no credit. Nigga, I have a problem. It's kind of like realizing, like, when I was addicted to pills, like, bro, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm bugging. Yeah. This is how I think, for real. Yeah. So, like, for anybody that has those traumas, I need you to understand that credit is more helpful than harmful. You just got to stop listening to everybody's failed stories from a standpoint of, damn, that's bad, and start looking at it like, well, if this is what you did and it didn't work, let me make sure I never fucking do that.
Switch it up. Switch it up, definitely. So listen, all right, cool. So we're going to switch it up, right? So when it comes to building your credit, like what's the first steps?
All right, so the first step is understanding credit, right? Okay. Understanding how to even look at your credit profile. So what you need to do is you need to get Identity IQ, My FICO. Hell, if you got a bank account, you can pull one of your bureaus through your bank. Like Capital One, they average it out because Capital One pulls from all three bureaus. Chase will pull your Experian. A bank that pulls from TransUnion more than likely is Apple. You can get an Apple credit card and then pull through their bank account. But to make it simple, bro, I would go through the three bureaus themselves. I would go to TransUnion.com, Experian.com, Equifax.com, and pull my credit report. Then I would need to check my 6 data points. Make sure I have 100% payment history, utilization under 30%, no derogatory marks, credit age 4 years, at least 8 to 12 revolving accounts, and no more than 2 to 3 inquiries. If I got a completely blank credit profile, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get Ava. I'm going to go get, So Ava allows you to act as if you have a personal loan, but it's just a savings account. I'm going to go get Ava. I'm going to go get Credit Sesame, which is going to allow me to backdate my rental history. I'm going to get Rent Reporters, which does the same thing. And then I'm going to get Boom Pay, which allows me to backdate my rent as well. So now I got 3 revolving accounts that help me get history and 100% on-time payment. I got Ava, which acts as a personal loan. I'm going to go get Kickoff, Self, and then I might go get Credit Strong, which acts as an authorized user or primary. Now I got 7 primary accounts. I know I need 8 to 12 to be in position. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get 2 secured credit cards, 2 secured loans through a bank. I'm going to let them season for 90 days. And then I'm going to go back to those banks where I got the secured products through, and I'm going to apply for my very first credit card, which they're going to give me anywhere from $900 to $2,500 because the relationship is sustained. If you build your credit profile out the right way, like if you get deep with it, and then you go back to those banks that you got secure products with, I can guarantee you, if you let it season long enough, they'll give you anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 to $25,000.
So I know it takes a while, or it takes, I guess some type of money to actually have somebody to actually do those things for you when it comes, because you're definitely, an expert when it comes to that. But let's just say if I wouldn't necessarily do it myself, as far as is it smart?
I just told you how to do it yourself. You ain't got to pay me to do it. I just told you the direct websites to go to.
Okay. Well, I was actually talking about the relationships with the banks, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So what we would do is we would just look up banks that offer secured products. Okay. Right. Like me, I might go to Digital Federal Credit Union, and then I might go to the American Consumer Council and get an account with Andrews Federal Credit Union. Right. So I can get a secure product through both of those banks. I go to those banks and get 2 secure products each. Now I got 4 secure products. I can go back to those banks in 90 days and try to upgrade them from secured to unsecured, meaning they're going to give me my money back, and then apply for a product that doesn't need my collateral. So the thing is, Like oftentimes we think of having to pay somebody for a service when the truth of the matter is on my Instagram, I'm giving game like this all day long. But since I'm giving it out for free, they not executing and implementing. But when I deactivate this motherfucking account, they gonna wish that they took the chance, right?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's actually one thing that I've realized and actually like about with one of your pieces of content. You talked about that as far as like just, you're getting the information for free. I've always said this: give the information free when it comes to the value, but the implementation.
That's what costs.
That's what costs. You
That's
gotta
what
pay the
costs.
bag when it comes to that. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
what costs.
Yeah.
So they think like, oh, since it's free, it don't work. And the truth of the matter is, it's not free. It take a little bit of sweat equity.
Yeah.
Get your bum ass up and go do what you need to do. Y'all remember that commercial? You sitting at home anyways. You're not doing nothing. That motivated so many people to go to college. The crazy thing is, the nigga who did that, he was just so confident with his words, he ain't even go to college. He got paid for a commercial that went viral and blew somebody's brand up. It was a free infomercial with a lot of confidence that made you feel like, yo, I'm not doing nothing with my life. Let me go get myself together.
Bro,
I'm telling you all this shit all day long. You're not doing shit with your life. Go get yourself together.
And then another piece of content that I really love when it comes to your social media is that, it's going to take you 100K to get to the million. It's going to take you some type of money to get to the next level. Like, why are so many people so scared to spend their bread?
Because people think that saving money is going to save them when the truth of the matter is a sitting dollar is a dead dollar. And one thing that I learned from one of my mentors is whatever you want to make, you got to invest 10% of it. And if we even take it a step further, like biblically speaking, if we reverse engineer that, everything you make, you tithe 10%, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if I know that whatever I make, I need to tithe to 10%, I need to take another 10% to reinvest into myself so I can actually double my ROI.
Yeah.
Because the only investment that's guaranteed is when you invest into yourself. Other than that, you could put money in the stock market. That shit done crashed before. I don't give a fuck how many people say, oh, no, it's a calculated risk. Nigga, if God want that shit to act up, it's going to act up.
Yeah.
Like, if any of this comes to an end today, if they stop dealing with credit and any of that sort, I have enough intellectual, I'm going to call it, serum, enough intellectual serum and superpower to where I can figure something out because I retain so much information because I can learn something from everybody.
Yeah.
But I get that from investing in myself because every time I put some money up, like when you pay to play, you shut the fuck up when somebody talking.
Yeah. Listen.
I've never seen somebody pay $5,000 and then they just interrupting the whole class. They like, yo, like let this nigga teach.
Yeah, let them cook.
Nigga, I've had classes that went 3 hours and we talking about nothing. And they sitting on there engaged. Like, it's not that we talking about nothing.
Yeah, I got you.
But it's no clear direction of how we started talking about credit, then marketing, and then your personal. And everybody stayed the whole time because they paid. And everybody took everything that I said and executed where I done let motherfuckers in my mentorship for free. And these niggas don't even come to class.
Yeah.
You got to pay to play.
Yeah.
You pay to pay attention.
Yeah. You mentioned God, right? We just before. Big G, man. I'm actually getting back into my walk of faith right now, reading the Bible and also just like trying to learn about, the walk of faith and everything, Talk to me about your journey with God.
So I grew up in a church. Like, even when I was outside, I knew I wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay.
Like, my mom had me going to church very frequently. It's crazy because, like, my mom got stories of when I was a kid, like 4, 5, 6 years old. Like, I would be in the house and the kids in the neighborhood would knock on the door and say, yo, can Adrian come outside and preach? If you would have met me 5 to 10 years ago, that's the last thing that you would have thought of me, right? But even when I was outside, I knew, like, yo, bro, the only way that we done got back home is because God on our side. The only way that we done got away from what we got away from is because it's a bigger power that knows, like, we just fucking up and he not fed up with us yet.
Yeah.
So, like, I've always knew it was something more supreme than me. Like, down to the point I was on a motorcycle one day on the freeway and the lower half of my bike snapped. It's 6 o'clock traffic. And I'm going around a specific bend where I know, like, at this time, it's always cluttered with cars. So we cutting through cars, and when I'm going on the freeway, I hit a bump. My bike bounced down and hit the ground. The whole bottom half of the bike snapped, and all the cars that was behind me disappeared. like, and something just guided me to the side of the
Look
road.
at God.
I would be a fucking fool to act like I'm here because of me.
Yeah. No, man, that kind of shook me up a little bit. I definitely had interventions like that before where I was like, yo, like God is definitely, you know what I'm saying, like protecting me and whatever. So when it comes to your business, right, and then building credit, all right, let's get back into the game as far as like, you know, let's talk about misconceptions when it comes to credit, when it comes to business. Like, what are some of the things that motherfuckers just get completely messed up?
You gotta have a business that's making money before you can go and get funded, or you gotta have at least a 750 credit score before you can go and get funded. When the truth of the matter is, it's all about structuring to understand the internal data points, right? You can take a 680 credit score with the right build out in a business that's 24 hours old and go and get $100,000 in capital. You just gotta know where to go, right? Or for the older people, like, oh no, that's illegal. You can't get all that money. Like, if you getting all that money from the bank, you doing something illegal. Or shit, my favorite one, like, bro, it don't make sense to get this money because you gotta pay it back. Duh, motherfucker, I know I gotta pay it back, but I got a time frame, right?
Yeah. English is bliss.
So when it comes to like common misconceptions, it's like I felt like I spent long enough trying to like untangle the wires and cords that people had balled up from their ignorance, and now it's just like, bro, that's still how you think. Like, we got so many resources now, like to the point, like if I need some information and I can't get a hold of one of my business partners, I can go to ChatGPT and ask what should I do, and it'll think very critically.
Break it down.
Come on, man. If you still think that this shit ain't what it is, you out your fucking mind. And if you decide to be blind and ignorant to the fact, I hate to see what these next 5 years hold.
What I remember when you were having a conversation with Organic, and you guys were talking about a certain loan that people get where like you have to pay that shit back like literally like, you know, a couple of days. Like,
it's called alternative lending.
Alternative lending. Okay, get into that real quick because I feel like that shit is a trap.
I mean, so you gotta think, like, in a world full of sharks, it's eat or get ate. So it's some companies out there that are, we're gonna call them the Wall Street Warriors, right?
Okay.
Where they got this bread and it's just sitting and they waiting for business owners who are in a bind so they can come and be like, yeah, you know what? Let me see 4 months worth of bank statements. And they'll look at it and be like, cool, I'll give you $25,000 on an 18% term. And I want my money back. And I want my money back in 6 months.
Yeesh.
And we're gonna do weekly payments. And niggas take the bait because the bread is in their face. Like, bro, the shit's crazy. I'm never advising anybody to go the alternative route, because if you don't have a plan or you don't know somewhere to really put that money, you're gonna smoke yourself.
Let's talk about your mentorship.
Okay.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the process when it comes to that. You know, definitely want to learn more about that and also your challenge as well too.
Okay. Can I call somebody offline right quick?
Of course.
I'm gonna call 2 people.
Hello.
Michelle, how you doing?
Good.
That's what I love to hear. I got a quick question for you.
What's up?
How long was you at your how long were you in your career?
30 plus years.
Okay, and how much capital were you able to get yourself approved for in the last 6 months?
So 500,000.
All right, I'll call you in a bit. Yeah, that's my business partner though. Like, it's a little different.
500 what?
1,000. So my business partner started off as my first mentee. She was the first person to invest in me and to bet on me. And she ran up a stupid bag.
Hello.
Boss man, how you feeling?
Good. What's going on?
I got a quick question for you. How long you been at your current employer?
10 years.
10 years. And how much funding have you got yourself in the last 6 months?
275.
275, $275 or?
275K.
All right, listen, I appreciate you. You at work right now?
No, it's the little one birthday, my daughter.
Okay.
At the house.
All right, I'll call you here when I'm done with this podcast so we can catch up with everything.
Most definitely.
All right.
All right.
So between 2 mentees, you see collectively that's $750,000 that they were able to get themselves in funding.
Where can I sign up?
Yeah, so in my mentorship, it's a little different because it's a lot of mentors out here who don't want to see their mentees shine. It's a lot of mentors who like to give recycled information. It's a lot of mentors who don't sit and take time to build with their mentees, and they just tell them some shit that they heard. I'm telling my mentees everything that I'm doing with my clients. I allow my mentees to bring clients to the group so we can get their clients funding on the spot so they can get comfortable, because a lot of people think that inside of this business you need relationship managers, but when you really know funding, you know it's only certain banks that you need relationship managers for. Other than that, I'm showing you how to get busy from behind your computer, and I want you to get real wins and real results. The truth of the matter is I go so hard in my mentorship because I understand that God allowed me to learn a skill. And now where I'm at, my job is to save people and to teach them how to change their current situation. So now one of my goals is to get a mentee who can actually come under me, who can become way better than me at funding, and then I can allow them to be my business partner, so I can allow them to take over with funding so I can transition into my next phase of business.
Let's reverse engineer that then. When it comes to actually trying to find that mentor, right, that person you want to really learn from with anything, but let's just say with business funding, what exactly are the things that person needs to find within that person?
The first thing that you need to do is you need to block out all the shiny and shimmer shit. Like salt and sugar look the same, and neither one of them healthy for you. Everything that glitter and glisten ain't gold, right? So what we need to stop doing is focusing on just the lifestyle marketing. It's a lot of niggas caught up because these niggas is taking trips. A trip not expensive. It's not hard to get a credit card and go on a trip. I want to understand how many people you done really help. I want to understand what your credit is really like.
What's your pedigree? Yeah.
Yeah. How much funding do you got, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't meet a certain criteria or a specific checklist of my requirements, why do you feel like you're eligible to teach me? Right? The truth of the matter is there's a lot of people out here who say that they rich off of credit and getting people funded, and niggas ain't never ran a funding company in their life. They just do affiliate marketing where they get leads, they generate them, and then they send them to Mr. Amob, Mr. Always Move on Business. I do their funding, I let them take the credit for it, and we bust the bag down. Right? So that's why I'm kind of doing what I'm doing now, because I wanna say we gave these niggas enough time to play in y'all's face. We allowed them to play enough, and now I'm fed up. I got so many people who join my mentorship from mentorships that I'm in. That's like, yo, dog, so that's some bullshit. I wanted to learn how to run a funding company, and that's not what he teaching me, or bro gatekeeping, or I don't know what to do. Like, I'm not understanding it because he not giving me his time. I just feel like another number inside of his catalog. We're not doing that shit no more.
Yeah, man.
If motherfuckers is spending their money, they gonna get what it's worth. And if not, we gonna tear y'all's whole little infrastructure up.
Yeah.
I'm about to shake the whole game up.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, I've only honestly spoke to you and only known you for almost a couple of days, man. But like, one of the things I really, really admire about you, man, is like your authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are a person that, you know, what you see is what you get. What you see
is what you get. 'Cause I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. At the end of the day, before I got here, like I didn't become who I was based off of caring about people liking me. My folks know I ain't friendly. We could be out in public and like, I got a brother who ain't never met a stranger, and he'll talk to anybody. That's not me. I'm not trying to. If it ain't on a business tip, I really don't care. Like, so if you don't like the way I come off, that mean I wasn't cut for you. God ain't put me in front of you.
We not aligned.
Yeah, we not aligned. Take your ass on. Go talk to somebody who gonna put some mittens on it and who gonna baby you. We're not doing that over here. We're not doing no excuses.
No kid gloves over here.
Like I said, my mentee was in her career for 30 years. I can't disclose her age because I don't want to say too high of a number. But she took a chance on herself, and now she doing 50 to 60,000 a month.
A month.
And she bet on herself in her 40s. What the fuck? If you scared to bet on yourself in your 20s and you don't like how I come off, I don't give a fuck. Go ahead, go up the street. Go to one of them niggas that's gonna sell you some bullshit.
But why do you think people are like that? That people that they care too much about. Why do they care about other people's opinions?
Because they don't love themselves. They don't love themselves. They ain't got that tenacity. They gotta seek outside validation from other people. I don't care how you feel about me. Like, motherfuckers hated on Jesus. When we really start to understand that Jesus was hated on and we know better than Jesus, then you kind of start to embrace the fact that, oh, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you niggas not supposed to like me.
Yeah, no, in fact, he was killed by his own people.
I mean, y'all not supposed to like me.
Yeah.
And y'all not supposed to like me because I'm living in my God-given power, my God-given talents, right? A lot of people fake and find things on the internet and then embrace it and allow that to become their identity.
Yeah.
I'm who I am.
Yeah, definitely.
Like on camera, off camera. Like Amob is Amob, and you'll probably never meet another like me.
No, that's a fact, man. And then also the other thing that I really, really like admire about you is that you know how to use certain tactics or whatever to really speak out your message as well. Like you coming out with your own music about like business funding. Like, bro, I gotta give you your flowers when it comes to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have done some other stuff, whatever, talking about whatever it is, like your circumstances or maybe even like your past. Like, you know what? I'm gonna use this piece of marketing or this, this music to be able to uplift people to really understand, business funding. So talk to me about like that musical journey, man.
Man, so I'm gonna be honest, like out of all the songs that I've ever done, Rich Off Credit was the hardest song to complete.
Why is that?
Because it's simple. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't really like music like that. I don't even like to listen to music like that. Like, I fuck around, get in a car, turn on something super lyrical that my brother hate. Like, bro, what the fuck is they talking? Bro, don't nobody want to hear this shit. This shit boring. But like, that's like, don't get me wrong. I listen to certain shit, but like,
Jeezy's your favorite.
man,
person?
you know what's going on. But like, my brother and them, they listening to Rob 49 and all these niggas that's turned up, and to me, like, that shit is like, it don't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
So trying to make a song like that, and that's not the type of music that I listen to, it was hard. While also trying to make it entertaining while overloading it with information. Because you give somebody too much information, like, they gonna start to drown it out. So it was like, that was the hardest, like, 4 hours of my life putting that song together.
But you got it done though.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker raw. That's
shit hard. That shit hard. So where exactly did you actually find that balance to be able to get that done?
So I love music. Like, for those who know me, music is like my first love.
Yeah.
So I'll go to the studio and fuck around right now. Like, if you drop a mic out, you never know what you gonna get. But it was more so one of those things where it was like, that song was a manifestation song. Like, when I first did that song, a lot of the stuff that I was talking about, like, was in the works, but it didn't come into fruition. For those who really been around, they know that Rich Off Credit got 2 videos. So when you really watch the most recent video, it's certain parts where on the TV screen, you can see the old video playing in the background. What I love about that song now is everything that I said I was going to do in that song, I accomplished.
Praise God.
And you can actually see the growth from the first video to the second video. And the first video was made 6 months before we started the second video. A lot changed in a little bit of time. And I knew that if I wanted to take over, I had to do something that wasn't nobody doing. And don't get me wrong, no, I'm not the first financial literacy rapper. But a lot of these niggas fucking suck.
Yeah.
Like, turn that shit off.
They ain't got it.
They don't.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is garbage.
They even got the information too, but they don't even got the music to begin with. So it's a double whammy. It's a double loss.
It's in you, not on you. So it's like... Like I said, what you see is what you get.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you, man. I really, really do, man. Like, really learning and being called old as hell, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's the
old as fuck.
Let's not go there again, okay?
Nigga, 38. God
38.
damn, that shit hurt. That shit hurt.
Nah, it's more reflective. How about
Okay.
that?
Yeah, I know my OG don't like it when I hit his phone and be like, yo, what up, OG?
What up, OG? Yeah, I'm not OG yet.
It's a couple of y'all old niggas that don't like that shit.
I'm an unk though, right?
For sure.
Okay, yeah.
For sure. You damn near pawpaw.
Well,
You damn
that's
near pawpaw.
crazy.
Yeah, you damn near pawpaw.
Bro, let's talk about your challenge, man. Let's get into that, man, because that's huge.
Yes, sir.
You're really giving out the game for little to nothing, first of all.
So this is the
$20 a day or something like that.
So this is the thing, right? To lock in with the challenge, like, you can lock in for $97 to spend 5 days with me. where I'm going to give you real actionable steps that's going to tell you how to structure your business, how to repair and build your credit, which banks to go to based off of which credit bureaus they pull from. And then for the people who pull up to the challenge that got good credit, we not only doing live funding, we also doing wealth building strategies. I'm going to bring some of my super friends in to talk to y'all. Like, what y'all paying is like very disrespectful to my worth. But if I gave it out for free, they wouldn't be able to retain it.
They won't. Yeah.
So it's like, all right, how about this? Y'all pay this just because I know every time a nigga get a check, they gonna go get a pair of new all white forces. Pay me a pair of all white forces and come and soak this game up and just allow it to change your life.
What do you think is actually the things that a person, let's say me, I want to sign up for your challenge. What are the things that I need to do to be able to be best prepared for this challenge?
So first, let me ask you a question. When we think about mental illness, what do you think the number one cause of mental illness is? I think a lack of financial literacy.
Okay.
A lot of us are stuck in a survival mindset, so we can't focus on the future. And we can't focus on the future because we too stuck in the now, so the only thing we can think about is the past, so we can blame and place blame on our current situations, right? The most important thing about this challenge is I'm giving you real financial literacy that you can not just implement today, but if you implement it, it's going to save your bloodline. And the reason why I say that is because how many of us have generations that all grew up under grandma's roof and that same house get passed down and can't nobody fix this motherfucker up? Don't nobody know how to get us to the next level. For literally a pair of fucking forces, I'm showing you that if you take these steps, you can go to these banks and you can get $25,000 to $50,000. And it's not a guess. It's not me saying I think this works. These are proven strategies that my clients pay me tens of thousands of dollars for. For
shillings.
For nothing, right? So all you have to do is pull up and be ready to put the work in.
Yeah.
And everything that I tell you to do on the class, you can do then and there. So like after 5 days, you're going to be souped up and ready to go. We're not going to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to go work out for 120 days and then you might see some results. No, yo, if you go to this website and you spend a couple dollars, motherfucker, in a week, your business is going to be complete.
We just need 5 days, bro. That's it.
Pull up.
How much like you got 5 days to be able to do what you got to
on,
do,
man. You ain't doing nothing but watching Love Island.
Netflix bullshit.
Calling me talking about you seen me on Love After Lockup. You ain't doing nothing but like wasting your fucking time watching shows that do nothing for you. I'm only asking you for an hour to an hour and a half of your time max a day for 5 days.
As a master of funding and also just a savant when it comes to just mentorship, right? Let me ask you this. When do you think it's actually the best time, or the right time, I should say, to be able to keep on holding it to that mentee, or you know what, it's time to let them go?
Fuck, I'm battling that right now. So listen.
All right.
So this is the crazy thing. When I first started, I got a couple people who paid me like super fucking cheap, and I gave them access for a long time. And now I'm still holding on to them because I'm like, yo, y'all was here when we started. And then I got people who paid me more, and I'm like, yo, y'all not doing nothing with this information? Like, now I'm to the point where I'm like, all y'all motherfuckers got 30 days left. Like, we about to clear this whole shit out. If you want to stay in this motherfucker, you got to pay again. Because all of y'all are executing. At what point do you become dependent on me? Let's say I wake up and I say, yo, I gave this shit a year of my time. I don't want to teach no more. Like, a lot of people would think that's selfish, but how much time did I miss from my kids, from my friends, from my family, from myself, because I'm having class 3 days out of the week? Most mentors don't do that. We meet 12 times a month. And for the price that we meet, like some of my mentors is like, nigga, you bugging. Like, is you fucked up? You need some money? Why you doing that? And the truth of the matter is, I don't care about the money. I just know that if they pay, I can actually give them the value that they deserve. But now it's getting to the point where it's like, I'm averaging 50 a week. I don't gotta teach.
Yeah.
Like I can focus on my business and be good.
Yeah. You don't have to be you personally, you don't have to be there.
But I understand that God put me in this position.
Yeah.
God allowed me to be here. So instead of being a disservice, it's like, all right, let me make sure that we all in alignment. If y'all want to stay, then pay. If not, understand that the time ticking. And to some of y'all, I'm going to be a villain. I'm going to be a bad guy. But what you can't say is Adrian didn't give me everything that he had on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yeah.
So if I didn't do what he told me to do, I dropped the fucking ball.
Yeah. I mean, they may not necessarily like, but they will respect you.
Gonna have to.
You no choice.
At all.
Yeah.
Like it's no other option. Like it's a lot of places that I'm willing to go about my respect. So you don't gotta like me, you don't gotta love me. Motherfucker not gonna disrespect me.
Yeah.
Cause not respecting me is not an option.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. What's your why?
My why. So I'm gonna take you down 3 roads, all right? The first road, it was they didn't believe in me. I didn't have the support system. And then that's when I had the strange epiphany. And it was like, nigga, they ain't believe in Jesus. We tired of hearing that story. Then the second one came like, all right, yo, all of this is for my kids. And the truth of the matter is, how can you say that this is for your kids when you the one reaping the main benefit and then the seeds that you sow benefits them in the future, but you kind of missing time? So then it got to the third reason of, nigga, this is what I want to do. Like, I'm actually good at what I do. I'm not taking no risk. I'm not taking no chances. And I'm actually changing people's lives.
Yeah.
This bigger than me and my family. Like, so my why is because of the people who I come in contact with, who I get to help. Because I know my kids going to be good. So if I know they going to be good, I can't continue to run with the same theory of, hey, this is for them. No.
Yeah.
When I wake up and I know, like, yo, I got a nice amount in my bank account, I don't have to do nothing today, and I don't feel like doing shit, I think about the people that's in my mentorship. I got to show up for them because for them, they don't have anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody believed in them. Nobody's pouring in their cup. So if I stop now, this whole shit falls.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. That's powerful, man. At the end of the day, it's not about what you do for yourself, it's what you do for other people at the end of the day, man. So, bro, I salute you, man. Like, for real, I've enjoyed this conversation.
Yes, sir.
Like, for real, man. This was definitely intuitive. This was definitely inspirational, motivational. Hopefully, I'll try to get a little younger too. So the next conversation, that's over.
We know that time ain't waiting for nobody, and Bishop's old ass ain't getting no younger. So
I'm
if
just
you
getting
feel
cooked.
like,
I'm just getting cooked
so
today,
listen,
bro.
if you feel like you old and you stuck in a specific situation, what I want everybody to do first is pull their credit, right? If you got at least a 680 credit score with the right data points, and you feel like you stuck, and you make at least $42,000 a year, what I want you to do is I want you to go to upgrade.com. Upgrade will allow you to merge your credit score with your income, and they'll give you $40,000 to $50,000 on a 3 to 5 year term. You take that, put your business, or not your business, but your monthly expenses on autopilot for 6 months, invest into you and your business, and go and save yourself. Because Bishop, no, I know, and everybody else that's old as hell who ain't did nothing know that nobody coming to save you. Like, you gotta bet on yourself. So the fastest way to bet on yourself is being able to get the capital so you can put all the chips on the table.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. Well said, well said. Is there anything else you wanted to go over real quick before we wrap up? Are we good?
I think we good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we good.
Okay, cool,
All right.
man. All right, so I have this last segment that I have. It's called the last call, okay?
All right, bet.
So I'm going to give you a couple words, and then you're going to give me the first word that comes to mind, all right?
So you going to give me a word, and then I'm going to
words.
give you a word?
Yes.
All right, let's do an example first.
So, for instance, Ohio.
Columbus.
Well, like, what do you... So,
Oh.
yeah. It's all good, it's all good.
No, you keep that in there.
Okay, keep it in there. All right, fuck it, we here.
No, but that's an example. That's
Yeah.
an example. So think of, what do I think about when you say that?
So, like, for instance, like, Ohio, it would have been like, you know... Home.
Okay.
Something like that, right?
That shit's definitely not home. Florida is home.
Okay.
But go ahead. All right, let's
cool,
get it.
cool,
Let's
cool.
get it.
All right, cool. Florida.
Freedom.
Freedom. Okay.
Freedom.
All right, family.
Everything.
Your first client within your credit business.
My first funding client.
Yeah.
Belief.
Belief.
They showed me this shit was real.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Brotherhood.
That's next to family. Like,
Yeah.
if you're not loyal and we're not on the same type time, you nothing. So like brotherhood and family, like, that's everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about the income. A lot of people build their relationships off of transactional shit. If we not building like a solid foundation, I can't fuck with you.
I remember you said that you're not picking the money, you picking the relationships
every time.
Because you can get the money with the relationships anyway if
and
you focus on that.
I'm gonna get money regardless.
Yeah, facts.
Get
Money comes and goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that shit by myself if I need to.
Yes, sir.
Nah, it's relationships over everything.
Yeah, no, definitely. Let's see here. Real estate.
Real estate, man, real estate, I would say necessary.
Okay.
Because at some point you gotta start putting that money somewhere, right? Like at some point you gotta start investing, whether it's to create cash flow, whether it's to get assets to borrow against, or whether it's to take a loss on your business, right? But you gotta start putting that money somewhere. You can't just keep doing nigga shit. Like I see a lot of us getting money and doing nigga shit. One of my biggest vices, I would spend $6 or $7 on a t-shirt every day. But when it come to investing in myself, I was scared to do that. So we're gonna take a quick turn right quick. I decided to put 4 ebooks together for y'all that teach financial literacy. It shows you how to build credit, how to structure your business, how to go and do funding for yourself, and then how to generate leads off for $4 to where you can get access to capital so you can pour into yourself dreams, goals, and aspirations. And then when you get this capital, you can invest into what's necessary, like yourself or real estate.
It's all about the journey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely. God.
Gosh, number one, he's like the beginning, like priority. God, priority. It's that simple. Without God, I'm nothing.
Yeah, no facts. Praise God.
I was made in his image fearfully and wonderfully. That's why when I, and people don't like it, it's because they don't like the God in me.
Talk about it.
Fuck
Talk
'em.
about it. You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
'em.
And the last one, Amob. And now this one, you can take as long as you want.
Amob, I'm not going to be arrogant.
Why not? You've
I'm
been
not gonna
arrogant
be-
the whole time. Like
I'm
what I'm
not going to
saying?
be egotistical. Selfless.
Okay.
A lot of the stuff that I do isn't for me. Like it's more times than not where I take the stabs and all the bullshit and the fuck ups from everybody else and I bite the bullet. And like down to like mentees not executing, I blame myself for it to figure out what I can do to better them. And sometimes Amob, while being selfless, can be harmful to himself because that's people pleasing.
Yeah.
And I've affected a lot of relationships by being a people pleaser to some and not to others. So one thing that Amob is about to be here soon instead of selfless is selfish. And I'm about to focus on my journey because I feel like I gave y'all enough of my time. I gave y'all enough of me. And if you don't like it, I mean, you're not stopping shit.
Bye.
Like, nobody gonna do nothing to
Yeah.
me. So it's like, yeah, hey, you either with me or you in the way. You at the table or you on the table. And if you in the way, you get ran over every time.
But the beautiful thing is when it comes to, because that's actually what I'm focusing on too. When you become selfish, you become temporarily selfish to be permanently selfish at the end of the day. Because once you focus on yourself, everything comes in anyway.
No,
you don't think so?
It's like
Really?
it's a light switch for me.
Okay, got you.
If I'm with you, then I'm with you. And if I'm not, we'll never be that again. So for the people who continue to get the selfless version of me, please don't take it for granted.
Okay,
Because the moment that you get on that side where I'm selfish,
it's over.
you'll never get this version again. And I love that for me.
That's an interesting perspective.
I mean, it's life.
Yeah,
It's life.
yeah, definitely. I'm learning a lot, man. I'm learning a lot, and I appreciate you, man. Bro, this has been great, man. I appreciate you. I thank you for everything. If you can actually give out your shameless plugs as far as where people can find you, your challenge, all that good stuff, and we'll wrap up.
Yeah. Listen, man, if y'all trying to lock in with your funder's favorite funder, all you got to do is go to Instagram, type in Amob, AMOB _ go crazy. If you can't remember what Amob stands for, it's always move on business. If you want access to the challenge, I strongly suggest that first you come and understand how my teachings is. So I'm going to put together a completely free masterclass where you come spend about an hour and a half with me. We're going to softly dive in on the information that we're going over in the challenge. All you got to do is comment masterclass under any of my videos on my Instagram. I'm going to personally send you an invite and I'm going to lace you up.
My man.
Lock
bro.
in before you get locked out.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
My man, absolutely. Only the best.